If you're building or running an online community, then this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to share how I run my own successful online membership community. I'm going to really lift the hood and show you everything from how we handle onboarding, engagement, community structure and space design, automations, and even how we leverage AI. If you don't know me, my name's Tom, and I've been building online communities for the past 20 years. 4 years ago, I launched Learn.Community, a community now serving 200 community builders and helping them with everything from how to launch to how to scale and grow. It's developed into one of the most engaged, warm, and supportive communities that I've ever been a part of. And today I'm going to break down how we handle everything behind the scenes. Let's start with a look at the community's design and structure. I built my community using the Circle platform, which I absolutely love. It's clean, it's intuitive, but it gives you tons of options for customizing your theme to make it feel on brand. If you look, I've customized tons of things from the overall color palette to adding my logo at the top and even custom icons in our menu navigation. With Circle, it's super easy to simply go to the menu and customize your community theme. I've created a custom logo, an icon for my community, and then I've set my primary and secondary brand colors. I can even see how these colors work on dark mode. A pretty cool touch is that I added custom built bespoke icons to all of my spaces. To set these, I just go to a space, hit customize, and then I can select this little icon right here. And instead of using a pre-built emoji, I can just go to custom and then upload a transparent PNG right there. I actually used ChatGPT to come up with the concepts for these icons and then create them. It's pretty crazy what AI can do these days. I even documented this entire process inside the community and worked with our members to get their feedback on the colors, on the design, and make sure that everyone loved the final result. When it comes to community structure, I really believe that simple is best, which is why in Learn.Community, I only have 4 distinct sections to our menu. The first section is everything to do with the community, so things like upcoming events, announcements, and our handy member guide. The next space group is all about where members interact with each other. It's where new members say, hey, people can ask questions, get feedback and support, share wins and progress, or share helpful tips and resources. But I've deliberately kept these spaces super minimal so I don't dilute engagement and people know exactly where to go to get the help they need. We then have a space for our comprehensive community course, Build a Thriving Community. And then finally, a learning base. This is where we can house all of our previous event replays, guides, articles, etc. There's 4 years worth of content here. So what I've done is I've organized it by category. This makes it way more intuitive for people to browse. Let's say someone wants help with creating a more attractive landing page for their community. They can click on Design Your Website, and then they can access past workshops, masterclasses, and even filter these by topics at the top of the space. One of the features I'm so excited about right now is the new AI assistance feature in Circle. I recently created a custom AI assistant for our community called Lumo. I rolled out Lumo and shared it with the community, and they absolutely loved it. Here's how it works. You just start a DM conversation with Lumo and ask anything you need help with. In this example, I'm saying I'm thinking about starting a freemium model for my community. Can you help? And then Lumo consolidates 4 years worth of content. It's ingested my entire 9-hour community course and 4 years worth of posts, guides, and interactions in the community. And it distills down the best nuggets and takeaways from all of these into a simple answer. It even links to the original sources, so if I want to go deeper and explore the original posts in the community, I can. Now, this is where it gets really nuts. One of our members, Veronica, wanted to find some specific content and past videos around a certain topic. She asked Lumo and even asked if Lumo could respond in Spanish, and he did exactly that. She got exactly what she needed in her native language in seconds. This is so powerful, and it's such a game changer because historically I always said don't pack your community with too much content because it's going to overwhelm members. Now having a high volume of past content is an asset because AI assistants can consolidate and distill that information and give your members what they need instantly. Let's take a look at a typical journey for new members. The first thing new members have to do is complete their profile. And the beauty of this is I've leveraged custom profile fields to gather a rich amount of context and data on new members. I can learn key details about members like what stage they're at with their community, if their community is free or paid, what sector it's serving, and even what platform they're using to run their community. By gathering data like this right at the start, it equips me to jump straight in on day one and help new members with exactly what they need. Now, let's submit our profile. In Circle, I built a custom welcome pop-up window, which adds a really friendly human touch. I've embedded a Loom video where I explain the benefits of the community and give them a really friendly greeting, as well as some text to support the fact they get unlimited support and mentorship here. Once they've watched and read this, they can click this button and be taken straight to our member guide. I've set our member guide up as a course because this lets people go through a quick learning pathway and learn everything they need to know about the community. I deliberately kept this short. I didn't want to overwhelm new members, but the beauty of a course is in the back end, it gives me rich data on which members are actually going through this guide and which aren't. I can even trigger handy automations and workflows, so when a new member completes this guide, they get an automatic DM from me guiding them with next steps inside the community. Often, new members will introduce themselves, and it's always cool to see existing members give them a really warm, friendly welcome. Something I love to do is post a personal Loom video for new members. This always goes down really well, and the new member feels incredibly welcomed and happy to be in the community. One of the strongest aspects of our onboarding is this 5-part custom workflow to welcome new members. I stagger communications over the first 3 months of a new member's membership. And using Circle's new marketing hub, I'm able to contact new members by email and DM. This onboarding series calls out the most valuable aspects of the community and encourages them to lean in and engage. Crucially, I send these out via email and DM because this maximizes the chance of members seeing and engaging with this content and coming back to the community. If you only send a DM, there's a chance that this may be missed by a new member who hasn't remembered to log back into the platform. Using workflow triggers, I can delay each communication by a set number of days and stagger these out over the first few months. I can even intentionally send out emails around the time that I know some members drop off and give them compelling reasons to engage and stay in the community. When I decided to launch this channel, I reached out to Circle, my favorite community platform in the world, to see if they wanted to sponsor me. I'm thrilled and humbled to announce that they said yes, and Circle are now officially supporting this channel. Hopefully this video shows the true power of Circle as a platform. When I discovered Circle over 4 years ago, I pretty much fell in love with the platform immediately, and it only continues to get better and better. The creators and team behind Circle deeply understand community. I've tried most community platforms out there over the years, and nothing felt quite right. In my opinion, Circle is hands down the single best platform if you're launching an online community membership. If you're interested in using Circle for your community, just check out the link in the video description and start your free trial today. Let me show you some of my other favorite workflow automations in the community. When new members join, they get a new member tag. This appears publicly in the community and encourages other members to stop by and say hi. The tag is automatically removed after the first 30 days in the community. When members RSVP to one of our upcoming events, they're automatically sent a direct message. This is a light touch way for me to remind them the benefits of showing up live, and it's already helping to improve event live attendance. And one of my favorite workflows is that whenever a member cancels, they're automatically sent this really compelling email explaining the value of the community, encouraging them to lean back in, and giving them a promise of how I'll personally support them if they stick around. This is something I used to do manually, and I hated doing this job. Whereas now this workflow just runs and helps to retain members as they recognize the value of the community. For our community events, I love blending group events with individual events. Let me show you what I mean. We regularly host group workshops, masterclasses, and discussions around key topics. In this case, we're helping our members to launch their community as part of a 30-day sprint. Members can learn all about the event, RSVP, add it to their calendar, and we even live stream the whole event right here inside Circle. Something pretty cool is that I use segments inside Circle's marketing hub to tag any member that's in the pre-launch stage. I then sent these people a direct message letting them know about this upcoming event that was relevant for them. And through doing this, we can now engage many of our pre-launch stage members and involve them in this helpful sprint. I also regularly offer deep dives, which are essentially like a one-on-one consulting call with me for 30 minutes. The beauty of these calls is that other members can actually watch and learn. So whilst the member in the hot seat gets all of my time and focus for that session, what we create is a really valuable resource that can live on in the community and help other members also focused on that core topic. I want to talk about the reality of how I'm able to show up and be really hands-on in supporting 200 members inside my community. I personally hate when community founders back away and have very little involvement in their own community. I believe in caring about your members and showing up for them. The beauty of things like automations, workflows, great structure, onboarding, and AI is that it frees up my time to really focus on helping our members. I love the community model because despite having 200 people inside the community, I don't see 200 people asking for help on a daily basis. We are an active community and we get several new posts and discussions happening every single day. But I'm able to drop in and in 1 to 2 hours leave really in-depth responses. If someone posts wanting feedback on their landing page, I record a 10-minute custom Loom video breaking down every single way to improve it. If they need help with their community strategy, I will go back and forth and work through this with them. And not to mention, we have tons of super experienced and wise supportive members inside the community also helping out. The point is, in 5 to 10 hours a week, I'm able to really show up and regularly over-deliver for our members. So please note, you can run a community at a pretty healthy scale and still show up for your members. If you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you gave it a like and subscribe to this channel. I'm planning some great upcoming videos, diving really deep into areas like onboarding, engagement, and building community culture. And of course, if you're planning to launch an online community or you're running one and need a little extra help, we'd love to welcome you into Learn.Community, and I would love to personally show up and support you. Just head over to Learn.Community via the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'd love to help.